Hockey is a fast-paced, thrilling, and sometimes brutal sport. But behind every great team, there is a great goalie. The ones who can stop the puck from crossing the line, even when it seems impossible. The ones who can make the difference between winning and losing, glory and defeat. The ones who can inspire awe and respect from fans and opponents alike. But who are the best of the best? Who are the legends of the crease, the masters of the net, the ultimate guardians of the goal? In this video, we will count down the top 10 NHL goalies of all time. Let's go! 10. Grant Fuhr. Coming in at number 10 on this list is none other than Grant Fuhr. Selected by the Edmonton Oilers in the 1981 draft, he spent the ensuing decade guarding the net for one of the NHL's most dominant dynasties. Although sharing the ice with luminaries like Wayne Gretzky and Marc Messier undoubtedly elevated his performance, Fuhr made significant contributions to a team that secured the Stanley Cup 4 times in 5 seasons. Fuhr holds several NHL records, including the most career points, 61, most assists in a single season, 14, and most games played in a single season by a goaltender, 79. Despite statistical fluctuations, concluding his 19-year career with a .887 save percentage and a 3.38 goals against average, Fuhr consistently delivered when his team needed him most. A 6-time NHL All-Star, recipient of the Vezina Trophy, and inductee into the Hall of Fame, Fuhr's journey included stints with the Toronto Maple Leafs, Buffalo Sabres, Los Angeles Kings, St. Louis Blues, and Calgary Flames before retiring in 2000. 9. Ed Belfour. Belfour presents an intriguing case as his career bridged 2 distinct eras of the NHL. Initially, he rose to prominence in Chicago, emerging as a superstar goalie who clinched 2 Vezina trophies and secured top 5 finishes twice within his first 5 years. However, his statistics pale in comparison to goalies who followed him, largely due to the high-scoring nature of the era. Nonetheless, as the league transitioned toward a more defensive style during the dead puck era, Belfour continued to excel as a dominant performer. He played a pivotal role in guiding the Dallas Stars to a pair of Stanley Cup final appearances, including their championship-winning season in 1998-99. Regardless of the era or style of play, Belfour consistently ranked among the league's elite goalies. 8. Patrick Roy. The scenario surrounding the Quebec Nordiques never moving to Colorado stands as one of the most intriguing in NHL history. This critical event not only reshaped the league's landscape but also had a profound impact on player transactions and championship outcomes. Patrick Roy is at the heart of this storyline. If the Nordiques had remained in Quebec, it's unimaginable, truly unimaginable, that the Canadiens would have traded him to their provincial rival in the mid-1990 SAS when he sought to depart Montreal. Undoubtedly, they would have traded him, but to another team within the league. Without Roy, the Avalanche would not have secured their inaugural Stanley Cup victory, opening the door for another team, potentially boasting an exceptional goaltender, to embark on a championship run. 7. Bernie Parent. Ranked next on this top 10 list is the legendary Bernie Parent. While Parent tended the net for the Boston Bruins, Toronto Maple Leafs, and the Philadelphia Blazers of the World Hockey Association, his tenure with the Philadelphia Flyers is what truly defined his career. Renowned as a stalwart goalie, Parent recorded an impressive 30 shutouts between 1973 and 1975. During these remarkable years, he clinched back-to-back Stanley Cups, Vezina trophies, and Conn Smythe trophies, marking one of the most outstanding consecutive seasons by a goaltender in NHL history. Unfortunately, after 13 seasons in the NHL, Parent suffered a career-ending eye injury during a matchup against the New York Rangers, prompting his premature retirement at 34. Parent's exceptional performance in the net, coupled with his remarkable statistics, earned him induction into the Hockey Hall of Fame, recognition as one of the 100 greatest NHL players of all time. 6. Ken Dryden. Despite his relatively brief playing career spanning just 7 seasons, Ken Dryden left an indelible mark on the game of hockey. Dryden served as the stalwart goaltender for the Montreal Canadiens throughout all 397 of his games played. His achievements include winning the Conn Smythe Trophy for playoff MVP and securing the Calder Memorial Trophy for Rookie of the Year. Dryden's NHL journey began when he was called up to the Montreal Canadiens due to veteran goaltender Raji Vachon's injury, playing just 6 games in the 1971 season before leading Montreal to a Stanley Cup championship. Subsequently, he became the backbone of Montreal's second dynasty of the 20th century, a team that clinched 6 cups, 4 of them consecutively. Dryden garnered 5 Vezina trophies during this remarkable era, boasting extraordinary statistics throughout his career, including a 2.24 goals against average and a .922 save percentage. Dryden possessed the remarkable ability to secure victories in any situation. 5. Billy Smith. When evaluating Billy Smith's statistics in comparison to modern-day goalies, they may indeed appear subpar. However, it's crucial to contextualize the era in which he played. The 1970s and 1980s represented the NHL's Wild West days for offense, characterized by high-scoring games where goaltender expectations differed significantly from today's standards. In the context of his era, Smith stood out as one of the best. He amassed 11 top 10 seasons in save percentage, including 8 within the top 5 and 4 among the top 3. And that's not all. Smith's prowess was even more evident in the playoffs, where he served as the backbone of the Islanders' dynasty, guiding them to 4 consecutive Stanley Cups in the early 1980s. So, 4. Terry Sawchuk. Terry Sawchuk, a luminary from the golden age of goaltending, is often hailed as the greatest netminder of all time by many hockey enthusiasts. His illustrious career spanned 21 full seasons in the NHL, encompassing 971 games where he guarded the back end for the Detroit Red Wings, Boston Bruins, Toronto Maple Leafs, Los Angeles Kings, and New York Rangers. By the conclusion of Sawchuk's playing days, he had amassed a record-breaking 103 shutouts and held the distinction of winning more games than any other goaltender in league history. While some of his records have since been surpassed, one remarkable achievement still stands. Sawchuk remains the only netminder to maintain a goals against average of less than 2.0 in each of his first 5 full seasons, an accomplishment that may never be replicated given the heavily offensive nature of today's game. Despite grappling with injuries throughout his career, Sawchuk steered the Detroit Red Wings to 3 Stanley Cup championships in 4 seasons. 3. Jacques Plante. A cornerstone of the Montreal Canadiens' 1950s dynasty, Jacques Plante stands out as a pioneer in the NHL. He holds the distinction of being the first goaltender to regularly wear a mask during regulation play, experimenting with various combinations of mask and helmet to enhance goalie safety. Plante also revolutionized goaltending by actively playing the puck outside of the crease, benefiting the defenseman in front of him. Instead of merely stopping the puck, he initiated the practice of moving it, expanding the role of the goaltender by reducing the angle of his opponent's shot. His innovations forever changed the dynamics of goaltending and underscored its importance on the ice. Plante's legacy extends far beyond his playing days, leaving an indelible mark on the NHL and the game itself. Over his career, he clinched the Stanley Cup 6 times, earned 7 Vezina trophies, and was honored with the Hart Memorial Trophy in 1962. However, Plante's paramount contribution lies in his transformative impact on the goaltender position, which solidifies his high ranking on this list. In recognition of his monumental achievements, he was rightfully inducted into the Hockey Hall of Fame in 1978, a mere 3 years after his retirement. 2. Martin Broder. Martin Broder is a name that every current hockey fan should be familiar with. Broder, a New Jersey Devils goalkeeper, has the most wins of any goalie in NHL history, with 691. While Broder has always had a stable and skilled team in front of him, it is his raw talent that puts him on our list. A stand-up goalkeeper, his game was all about puck handling, positioning, and reflexes. He always seemed to be at the right spot at the right time. This style earned him the Calder, 4 Vezina, and 3 Stanley Cups. His play was so effective that the NHL changed the rules regarding where a goalie can handle the puck. The Broder rule prevents netminders from playing the puck outside of the trapezoid painted behind the goal. The addition of new lines forever to be painted on the ice just to keep Broder in check. Playing all but 7 games of his career in New Jersey, Broder undoubtedly made his mark on the Devils club, but he also had a significant impact on the game. 1. Dominic Hossa. Czech goaltender Dominic Hossa comes in at second. Although he went on to play for the Chicago Blackhawks, Buffalo Sabres, Detroit Red Wings, and Ottawa Senators, Sawchuk did not begin his NHL career until the age of 25. And it wasn't until he was 27 that he had a chance to start. Despite this, he went on to play 16 complete seasons in the league and a few more overseas until retiring from professional hockey in 2012. Sawchuk introduced a technique to the game that few goaltenders could have employed as efficiently. Sawchuk was known for his floppy style of play, but he had amazing speed, flexibility, and could always make the unusual save. By the end of his NHL career, Sawchuk had a 2.20 goals against average, a .922 save percentage, 6 Vezina trophies, 2 Hart Memorial trophies, and 2 Stanley Cup championships. Sawchuk was one of the most successful netminders of the modern age, evidenced by the Buffalo Sabres' 1999 playoff run. Taking them all the way to Game 6 of the Stanley Cup Finals, he was the only reason they went that far. Sawchuk earned his spot as the best goalie to ever play in the NHL. So there you have it, our top 10 NHL goalies of all time. Do you agree with our list? Who would you put in your top 10? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more videos. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.